Hello everybody, my name is Ludmila and today we are speaking about healthy lifestyles and some practical aspects of English in use, namely the use of gerunds and infinitives after certain verbs and how to distinguish between them. So, think you are leading a healthy lifestyle? Aside from occasionally veering off the path, most of us believe that we do a fair job of maintaining our good or at least okay eating habits and physical activities if we manage to fit it in. But is that enough to be considered really healthy? Frankly speaking, healthy way of life is much more vast and complex concept. Of course, it includes first of all keeping fit, which involves a balanced diet and a lot of regular exercise. The next point is healthcare, which not only means in visiting a doctor, but also timely vaccinations and such things as just observing hygiene rules like brushing and flossing your teeth or taking a shower twice a day. The next one is bad habits and addictions. It means that healthy way of life implies giving up bad habits like smoking, alcohol intake, some addictions like game addiction or even worse, drug addiction. The next one is daily regime. It means that if you lead a healthy lifestyle, you should observe your daily regime, which means that you will avoid stresses and be more organized. And the last but not least is remaining positive. It means that you should be positive to be healthy, self-confident and successful. Having read a lot of research, I came up with this top 10 list of healthy behaviors which contribute to your wellness and nice and healthy lifestyle. First is healthy weight. You know that there are 4 basic criteria for a healthy lifestyle recognized worldwide. Healthy weight means that you should control your weight, and we speak not only about putting the weight on, but also losing extra weight. The next one is eating fruit and vegetables. It means that you should eat at least 5 servings of fruit and vegetables a day. The next one is giving up harmful addictions. First of all, smoking, of course. The next is healthy physical activity level, which means exercising 30 minutes a day or more, 5 times a week. The next one, visit a doctor regularly to keep yourself healthy and prevent diseases. Get a good night's rest, because well-rested people not only cope better with stress, but also may have better control of their appetites. Enjoy regular family meals. It's a very important point because this allows parents to be good role models and make eating more nutritious. You know that being connected to family and friends is a powerful aspect of a healthy lifestyle. The next one, smile and laugh out loud several times a day. It keeps you grounded and helps you cope with situations which would drive you crazy otherwise. The next one, stand up straight. You look 5 pounds lighter if you stay straight and tighten your abdominal muscles. Whenever you walk, think tall and tight to get the most out of your movements. The next one. This is the last one, but not the least. Have a positive attitude. Do your best to look at life as if the glass is half full. You must believe in yourself, have good support systems, and think positively. I can, I think I can, I know I can. This is your slogan. You can everything because you are the best. Of course, your list of healthy behaviors may differ from mine, but it's up to you. And just remember, the most important thing that you can make changes in your behaviors, little changes, which will contribute into your well-being and healthy life. And now, please, pay attention to the screen. I want you to choose any of these features of healthy lifestyle and make a conversation, prepare to a conversation with your friend. During this conversation, you should recommend and discuss with your partner your attitude to being healthy and to leading a healthy lifestyle. I have prepared an example for you with the first point, keeping fit. As we spoke, it includes going in for sports and healthy eating. Which collocations and word combinations will help you to speak about these points? Pay attention to going in for sports. Of course, play sport games, do regular exercises, treat your body, take up sports, be a fitness freak or a couch potato, which is not good, of course. Go jogging, be out of shape, work out in a gym. You may add your points, of course. Speaking about healthy eating, the most important collocations are balanced diet, junk food, keep to a sensible diet, weight loss program, organic food, cut down on fatty food, to be rich in protein, avoid food with additives, and some others which you can add. So your home task on the topic is to make word list to a point you will choose you think the most important constituent part of healthy lifestyle, and write down such a list and prepare to conversation with your friend. As you've mentioned, during our talk about a healthy lifestyle, I used a lot of infinitive and gerund forms. And this topic is important for you, especially if you are going to pass your exams. So, why these two verbals are often confused by students? We'll find out. So, pay your attention on the screen. What do they have in common and what is different? First of all, both gerund and infinitives are non-finite forms of the verb. They combine the features of a noun and a verb. Speaking about a gerund, it's a word ending in ing that is made from a verb and is used like a noun. You may consider it as a verbal noun. It answers the question, what? That's why the features of noun are much stronger than the features of a verb here. Look at the examples. She is good at painting. You see a preposition at. After prepositions, you may use only nouns or gerunds. The next one, when will you give up smoking? Give up is a phrasal verb, and after phrasal verbs, we usually use gerunds. Do you mind my coming tomorrow? Here you can see my. It's a possessive, and after possessives, we use only gerunds. When we speak about an infinitive, it's a formal verb that appears in its basic form, and usually it's preceded by a particle to and can serve as an adjective, an adverb, or a noun. So you know that an infinitive has both features of a verb and a noun, but the verb features are stronger because it answers the question, what to do? Pay attention to the examples. You need to walk every day. He plans to play cricket. Gerunds and infinitives are often used in similar situations after certain verbs. There is a list of verbs which requires only infinitive after them. You can see them on the screen. It doesn't mean you should learn these words by heart, but you should recognize them in the sentence or in the text and understand that these verbs require infinitive after them. There is such a list of verbs which require only gerund after them. First of all, such verbs and verbal phrases, if you pay attention to word to mind, it is used only in negative or interrogative meaning. I'll give you some examples of such sentences. He avoided looking at Paula. She burst out crying. Excuse my leaving you in the dark a moment. With the following verbs and verbal phrases used with the preposition. Examples. They accuse me of having dealt with criminals. I don't feel like going to a swimming pool today. He gave up the idea of visiting McDonald's. Then with following word groups and combinations. I felt physically incapable of going to the gym. You're really guilty of cheating at your exams. This amazing show was really worth seeing. With the certain verbs, it's impossible to use both infinitive and a gerund. With some of them, there is no difference in usage, but some of them have a clear difference in meaning. And now we'll look into the verbs which have difference in meaning. First group as verbs like to be afraid, to hate, to like or dislike, to prefer, and other emotional verbs. Here we should distinguish between general statement and special occasions. To make it more clear for you, I used a blue color to show gerunds and a violet color to show infinitives. Pay attention to the sentence. The child was not afraid of remaining alone, but he was afraid to remain alone on such a stormy night. Was not afraid of remaining alone in general. It's a general statement. That's why we use a gerund here. He was afraid to remain alone on such a stormy weather. He was afraid to do it on this special occasion, and that's why it's an infinitive. I don't like interrupting people in general, so we have a gerund. I don't like to interrupt him, he seems very busy. I don't like to do it on this special occasion, and that's why it's an infinitive. I hate staying home on a sunny day. It's a general preference, so it's a gerund. I hate to tell you such awful news right now on this special occasion. That's why it's an infinitive. With verbs to remember, to forget, to regret, we should decide if it is a past action or an intention to do something. If it's a past action, we use gerund. If it's an intention, it means an infinitive. I remember talking to him. He sounded absolutely lost. I did it. That's why it's a gerund. Remember to buy a book. It means not forget to do something, have an intention to do something. So, it's an infinitive. I'll never forget skiing down the Alps. He was in Alps, and that's why it's a gerund. He forgot to make an appointment with a doctor. He wanted. He had an intention, but he didn't. So it's an infinitive. I regret spending so much money. He did spend so much money. It's a gerund. I regret to inform you that your flight is delayed. I want to inform you now on this special occasion. The next verb is to stop. Here the difference between finishing some process and stopping to do something on some purpose. They stopped talking when he came in. They stopped the process. They were talking and they stopped it. So as a gerund, they stopped talking. She stopped to exchange a few words with a neighbor. He stopped with the purpose to have a talk with a neighbor. That's why it's an infinitive. The next verb is to mean. Here we have a difference between involve something and intend to do something. If we go there by car, it will mean spending a lot on petrol. So, if you go there by car, it involves great expenditures on petrol. I didn't mean to hurt her feelings. I didn't have an intention to hurt her. That's why it's an infinitive. A verb to try. Here we have to distinguish between experiment with an action that might be a solution to your problem and an attempt to do something. Making an effort, do your best. It may be something very difficult or even impossible. You should try cutting down on fatty foods. You should make an experiment to solve your problems with extra weight, for example. And this is a gerund. I tried to open the drawer, but it was stuck. Here we have an attempt to do something. That's why it's an infinitive. The next verb is to go on. Here the difference. When we use gerund, it means that it is a continuing action. And when you speak about switching to another action, we put in an infinitive. He went on talking about his problems all evening long. Here we have a gerund because it's a continuing process. The TV presenter stopped talking and went on to introduce his guests. So we see that the first action was finished and then comes another action. That's why it's an infinitive. All these rules don't work without practice. So now I suggest you doing some exercises. Pay your attention to the task. The first sentence. Do you remember meet her last year? After remember, when we speak about the past, we use a gerund. Do you remember meeting her last year? Sorry, I forgot post your letters. That's an intention. That's why we have to post. I regret not visit her when she was ill. It's a past action after regret. So I regret not visiting. The fourth sentence. We discussed the budget and then went on talk about sales. We switched to another activity. That's why to talk. Do you want to go on learn English? We speak about the continuing process. That's why learning. I like watch TV in the evenings. It's a general preference. That's why watching. Would you like spend the weekends with us? It's a special occasion. That's why to spend. Thanks, I'd love come. It's the same special occasion. I'd love to come. I regret tell you that you have failed your examination. A person regrets, but it's an intention. That's why to tell. If nothing else works, try read the instructions. It's an experiment. That's why reading. I'll try repair your car tomorrow. I'll do an attempt, so to repair. In those days, being a student meant spend long hours in the library. As of course a gerund because we are speaking about the past actions. I didn't mean embarrass you. It's an intention, that's why to embarrass. I can't help think that you are hiding something. Here we have a chunk, can't help. After it, we use only gerund. I can't help thinking. Could you help me undo my shoelaces? Here we have just a verb, help, and after it we usually use an infinitive without to, a bare infinitive, undo. We'll have to stop, get petrol. Here a situation where you stop on some purpose to get petrol. He stopped work when he was 65. A person finished his action, so working, a gerund. And now I want to suggest you a nice text on our topic, a text about fast food. I won't explain you now what we do and how. It will be a home task to explain why we fill in one verbal or another. For years, people around the world have enjoyed eating fast food, but the risks of living on a diet of burgers and pizzas are becoming clear as obesity levels continue to rise in many countries. Fast food chains are finding it difficult to cope with these health concerns. Some have even been forced to change their menus. At my local eating place, they now let customers order tailor-made burgers with variations like extra lettuce and tomatoes. And the staff don't solve the chips unless customers ask them to do so. Another well-known company has stopped using processed meat in its chicken nuggets and now uses only white meat. Big deal. One big food chain has won customers by offering healthy items such as carrot sticks, apple dippers, and walnut salads. They have started giving nutritional data on their packaging too, but they've been criticized for leaving out details of fat and sugar content. So, don't forget to explain why we use an infinitive or a gerund in these situations. I hope you understood everything and you will easily distinguish between an infinitive and gerund after certain verbs. Don't forget about your home task on the topic to make word lists for different constituent parts of healthy lifestyle. I wish you all the best and hope you will do everything easily. Good luck!